So the people here for my speech today are
Brennan, Heather,
Julia,
Emily,
Jessica.
Danny.
and I'm Sydney Blankenship. So this is my speech today. I don't know if that's actually facing me, but we'll figure it out. I can edit this out too.
no, you're good.
So, basically what I'd like to talk about is a really bad time I had in high school. I went to a high school in Richmond, Texas, which is about as fun as you can imagine. It was in the middle of a cornfield, so everybody did everything they could to stay inside after-school activities, because the only buses after school were the ones after school activities. So our theater department was pretty diverse. We had a lot of jocks, people in orchestra, a lot of dancers, and it was just kind of a group effort. Whenever there was a show going on, everybody would be involved. It was a good environment, and I didn't really face a lot of hardship until about junior year. That's when a lot of my sister's friends, who was also in theater, left the theater, graduated to seniors, and we were left with kind of the freshmen filling the roles, turning into what they thought they should be, new characters, I suppose. And a person who was like a mini version of another very popular tech guy in our group, we're going to call him S, namely because I don't want to give him a name right now, just because he was not that great of a person, but he might have grown. S was nerdy, about yay big, very scrawny, and he was into very cynical, sarcastic humor, which is funny when you're a 9-year-old boy, but not really when you're 17. So not very many people in our group tolerated him, and I did. Freshman to sophomore year, I was pretty close friends with him. Then, once more people were graduating, new roles were opening up, he decided he wanted to be the alpha dog, which was not really a role he should be trying to fill, considering he was this tall. He decided that he would pick on somebody who was an easy target, which apparently was me. So anytime I came into class, I was not allowed to talk. I couldn't talk to anybody else either, not just to him. Anybody in the room, he would come up to me and say, "Nobody wants to hear what you're saying," and then walk away. I'd like to give you all just a little taste of that. Let's say this is your backpack. Let's say you come into class, you put it on your desk. Let's say every day he comes over and just, anytime he saw you. That was my life for about 6 months. The teacher thought it was funny, as did the other classmates. My mother told me that it was a way of getting my attention because he had a crush on me, which is the best way to get to a girl's heart, right? So finally, I got really tired of it. I just didn't want to stick around for the rest of the year, even though everybody said I should just tough it out because it was only a couple more months before we were going to be seniors. We went to the principal's office. She said I could not drop the class because I'd already been in theater for the 2.5 years. She said, "You want to get all those credits that you can," even though I had other extracurricular activities, such as art, speech, and other things. Piano as well, I think. I didn't like that answer, so me and my mom went to the vice principal. And she understood, hey, maybe not letting a person talk and dumping all their stuff on the ground is not great for their self-esteem. So finally she let me drop the class and I took another semester of gym, because why not? After that, it seemed to die down. I didn't really feel as bad about myself as I had been. I was at a very low point in junior year and I almost did a very stupid thing. But getting myself out of that situation where I wasn't forced to deal with somebody else's nonsense really helped my self-confidence. I was able to get new friends. Gym was a lot of fun. I actually met a Japanese foreign exchange student. We became really close. And it taught me that I don't have to put up with something that isn't necessary. Nobody was forcing me to be in theater except for the principal. It was my decision. And once I decided that I had had enough, I found a way to get out. Thank you.